Hello, it is September 1st, and here we are. We do this every month. I'm Andrea Kennedy and of Mainstream Reiki, as you can see on the screen. And every month I go on live for you and I offer Reiki, usually a meditation sort of thing with that. And I used to call it a meditation and Reiki share because we would always open it up at the end and have invite you to share the energy with the world. And I think that's always a nice thing to do. um, and we can do that today. And so as we come on, I'm just going to check the chat, make sure we've got people on both YouTube and Facebook. So it's always wonderful to see that it's working. All of these technical things are working. I used to be so nervous before I came on, and I have to tell you, hi, Dana. Sorry. It's just I get really excited because I see some names here that I recognize from online, and it reminds me of the community that we've put together here, on not only on YouTube but on Facebook as well. And I do have a little bit going on Instagram, but there's just a lot of avenues out there to share, and I am really just so excited to, I think, form relationships with you because as I look at the chat and I see your names and, some of you have commented on videos, and I can't get to all the comments, but I do try to check in a few times a week and go through a lot of comments there on the channel, and, to see the names, to see that you're out there and we're connecting. I just think that that's amazing. And so many of you are in places all around the world. I'm in the USA, I'm in Michigan, and it's just an exciting time. And when I look down like that, I'm looking at the chat, and I don't want to be distracting, but I also want to, acknowledge the fact that you've joined me here today. I went live recently, and it was just a spur of the moment thing. And I have to tell you, I think something really amazing, something really significant happened during that live stream. And my guidance tells me, do more of that. So this today is our normal monthly share, and we're going to do that. But the guidance I'm receiving and the guidance that I feel compelled or guided to share with you is it is about the present moment. And anything that we've done prior is over. It's historic in nature, and it isn't in the aliveness of the now moment. And if we allow ourselves to sort of sit with that and contemplate that, we can see that each moment holds for us the potential to connect in ways that maybe we can't even plan on. And so I'm going to be offering more live events. And I'm going to really concentrate on YouTube. Not to say I won't maybe do what I do today and do on both Facebook and YouTube, but just for streamlining the live stream sort of situation, my focus is on YouTube and the audience there. Because and there's meant much overlap, I'm sure, between Facebook and YouTube, but because I'm not going to plan a lot of these, and I'm just going to come on when I'm guided to do so, please consider subscribing to the Mainstream Reiki YouTube channel and then opt in for notifications so that you can know a little bit ahead of time. I don't know how much notice I'm going to give. Last time, I think it was only about 10 minutes. But I want to connect with you, and I'm inspired to connect with you because I feel like it is much more meaningful, much more powerful, and we had people on last time, and I had looked at the chat, and they were in the hospital, you know? And I heard from people, and they said, "It came on at the perfect time for me. It was like synchronicity." And, that is something special's going on. And I just don't mean here, with us and with me. I don't mean that at all. But what I do mean is this time on planet Earth, this time that we're living is very special. And so the more we can be present in the moment, the more we engage with the energy of creation, because that energy is in this moment. And so when we focus on that, we are co creators in not only our personal experience, but the collective one as well. And as more people come together in the present moment, which we can do now because of technology, then I think there's a power in that we're really just on the precipice of really feeling the potential of. And I'm hoping that this is making some sense. But and we'll go ahead and get started here because we've got uh, over a couple hundred people here already, which is phenomenal. It just warms my heart to be here. And I was really looking forward to this today. As I said, I used to get nervous, but we're all okay. We're all friends. All right. So, and interestingly enough, my power is out, but I have a generator. So, all things considered, we're supported in meeting here today. One quick other thing I want to tell you. Well, I have other things that I could say, but I'll shorten this and I'll put it on YouTube later. I'll add a little bit of music to it, maybe for the Reiki part. And so, a couple things. Number one, you'll notice I haven't. This is coming up because I've had a couple people recently say, Andrea, I like your live streams. I want to support you. Can you put the thanks button there on your video? And a lot of channels do that. And I can't. Sorry, I can't put the thanks button on my videos and make it easy for you to donate. And the reason I can't do that is I haven't monetized the YouTube channel because I don't want ads on it. And I would have to do that in order to get access to put the thanks button there. But I appreciate you wanting to send in a donation. There's a link in the description below the video. You can donate through Ko-fi. It's a website. And anyway, there's a link in the description. I of course welcome that. Not everybody has the means to do that, but doesn't it mean so much more that if you're guided through resonance to make a donation, that is so much more meaningful than having to watch an ad that I might get a few cents for, That's not what the channel's about. That's not what I'm about. And we're here to do meaningful things. And of course, your support is very appreciated, of course. You'll also find a link in the description below this video for the Reiki Raise Healing Summit that I was a co-host for, or am a co-host for, again this year. It's free, and if you sign up through the link in the description below the video, you can get my interview. I was actually interviewed, and you can see that right now, after you sign up, and I wrote a booklet to go along with my presentation, and you can download that as well. Again, that's free to sign up for, link in the description. Anything else that I wanted to tell you? I guess lastly, if you haven't, if you're not aware that I do a podcast, we had a new episode come out yesterday, and this is cool because this woman we had, Louise, received all kinds of signs from her husband that passed away, and she was a lawyer, so she wasn't a spiritual person at all. He actually ended up sending her text messages. You've got to hear her story. It's really amazing. You can go to beyondthereikigateway.com to listen to all of our episodes or wherever you like to listen to your podcasts. Enough being said. All right. We've had a lot of people join us here. Let's go ahead and get started. So excited to connect with you in this way. And I will change that over, to that screen so that anybody coming in late can kind of know what we're doing here. And also, I'll have some periods of silence in here as well. And sometimes that can be a question for some people. All right, so getting my screen set up, and I have had some questions come in here in the chat. I'll hang out with you a little bit afterwards and see about answering anything that I can for you. I would invite you to sit back, relax. And I should tell you that this grid in front of me is a world peace and personal peace focused Reiki healing grid. All of you here with me now are linked up into the grid. If you've ever put your name into the grid, it is still in the grid. And if you're new, you can always request to be put in the grid through the comments here that I'll go through later. And the purpose of the grid is to offer consistent support with Reiki energy to whoever is named and intended to be in the grid. Many Reiki practitioners have this as part of their practice. And so when I charge my grid, I'm charging theirs. When they charge their grid, they're charging mine. We trade names so we know who's got grids, that kind of thing. And we're creating a healing matrix all around the planet, charged up with Reiki energy to help you for your highest good and also to help manifest peace within individuals and also on the planet. Beautiful. All right. You got it. I see you in the chat, in the grid. Absolutely. And I will go through all of these comments. Coming into the present moment. Take in a breath. Feeling the sensation of the breath enter the body. Expanding the physical body. And when you exhale, tune into the sensation of the breath exiting the physical body. Inhaling and exhaling. Intending now to set all personal energies, all thoughts brought up by the thinking mind, setting all of that aside to be here present with me now. Connecting in light as Reiki knows no bounds of time and space. You may close your eyes or open them. And let us begin. As I offer you the highest frequencies of Reiki energy for your highest good on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And while my hands may be raised, offering you Reiki now, know that my heart opens. And with everything that I am, all aspects known and unknown to me, I offer you the highest frequencies of this energy in limitlessness. And I invite you in this moment to simply receive. Simply receive. And you're invited to intend that everything you no longer need, everything not in resonance with your healing and evolution, flow from your energy system. Release. As you welcome in more healing, more love, more peace. There is nothing you must do. There is no requirement. Simply receive. You are worthy to receive all the universe has to offer. The deepest healing and the highest blessings. You are worthy. And if you would like, let us see, feel, imagine, and intend that a small, faint light resides in your heart center. See it there now. Notice what color it is. And let us invite this creationary energy, this Reiki energy of highest vibration from the source of all that is, flows directly into your heart center, merging with that light within you, expanding that light. See it glow brighter, more intense. And from a faint, small light, it grows larger and brighter, expanding from your heart center, filling your entire chest. And the flow continues into your heart, fueling further the expansion and merging with this energy, filling you more completely with this light. Your entire torso is illuminated, saturated with the highest frequencies of Reiki energy. It knows you. It loves you. And it offers you exactly what you need in this moment. Continuing to funnel into your body. Like a reactor, fueling your illumination further. The light expands now into your throat, into your head, out your crown, through your shoulders, your arms, and out the palms of your hands, through your hips, your thighs, your legs, feet, and out the bottoms of your feet. You are a being of light, as you always have been, but further realized in your consciousness. For as you experience and see yourself as a body of light, you invite further merging and expansion with pure source energy. Reclaiming who you really are and embodying that into the physical. Rooting your light in your physical body, and grounding you to the earth. Creating a stable pathway for source energy to meet with, merge with, and expand and heal. The earth and all who dwell here. Emphasizing how you serve as a light bringer. And you receive this healing energy as you offer it. Feel now the flow of this energy as it continues to attune you to its vibrations. Empowering you and supporting you in remembering who you really are, your life's purpose, and as it brings to you all that you need to fulfill your purpose on earth. Receive this now. You're invited to welcome this energetic connection that you have established to be your new permanent nature, as long as it is in resonance with your highest good. And let us see, feel, and imagine now, widening our gaze as we look upon the earth. See the light emerging from you. Your energy is immense and strong and clear. And now notice the light emanating from all who watch this video now with you, and for all those who shall watch it in the future. The earth herself is bathed in our light. The light bringers are present. And we work together to raise the vibration surrounding the earth, being offered to all of those open to receive. And saturating into the earth herself with our gratitude for all her care and support and patience. And as we envision the light surrounding the earth and offering this healing, this compassion and peace, let us feel connected to each other, knowing that the transformation of life on earth to a more loving nature happens as we work together by coming together and sharing common vision, common dreams of peace and well-being. And feeling what that would feel like. And that is all we need to do. That emotion fuels our actions, individually and collectively. Solutions will present themselves to us. And because we are grounded, we will act appropriately. And we shall be instruments of change, bringing light, offering light, and acting through the presence of light. And so it is. And I would invite you now to offer this energy to any that you name in your heart in this moment. Allow our focus to offer this energy to anyone who has your heart's attention. And everyone open to receive. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. In oneness, we are. Intending that the energy keep flowing for you for as long as it is in resonance with your highest good. And drawing this formal session to a close, sealing in the healing energy for you. And with gratitude for your presence, taking this time out was a choice that you have made. And this choice not only serves you, it serves all of us. For as you address yourself with love and kindness, you emanate that vibration, inviting others to do the same for themselves through your example. And it is by that very mechanism that our world transforms. The gateway to peace lies within you. And I wish you the highest Reiki blessings. Thank you. All right. Wow. That was fun. I liked that. I hope that you did too. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Thank you for everyone who has joined in, and that's phenomenal. Um, yes, beautiful. Okay, I have to kind of get back into my thinking mind a little bit, I guess. And to do that, I don't know. Let me look at some of the chat. I've got lots of chats here. I'll open it up and answer any questions that I might be able to answer for you. You can ask me about myself. You can ask me about Reiki or just spiritual things or whatever that might be. Whatever's on your mind is totally welcome. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to retype it if you typed it in earlier, so I don't have to scroll back and look for everything there through the chat. But um, I see a lot of thank yous. You're so very welcome. It's really my honor to be able to meet with you in this space. And I will reiterate, I said this earlier, I really do feel we really are connecting. This isn't just, a YouTube video or whatever. We are connecting. We are moving mountains here. Isn't that interesting? And when more of us come together, the mountains we move together are beyond what we could ever dream to do. Um, Sorry, I'm not reading the chat. Okay. So, any questions? Let's see. How did you get into this? Oh, that's interesting. Oh gosh, that's a really long story. Um, whew. Well, what I will say is, when I was young, I never wanted to be a kid. I always wanted to be an adult. Kid stuff just never really appealed to me. And I wanted the answers of the universe. Why are we here? How does it all work? By the time I was, maybe 12, 13, I was wondering, is this a dream? If I pinch myself hard enough, am I going to wake up? So is life really a dream? And so I was asking these kind of questions and I was a little frustrated because nobody had the answers and I wanted to know the answers. As far as getting into Reiki, um, which I see another question. Yes, Reiki can help us know our life purpose. Absolutely. Um, but I got into Reiki. I wasn't looking for anything. I had a physics degree. I was working um, in the medical arena, um, and I wasn't looking for it. And I'm not gonna tell you the whole story because it would just take forever. But I didn't know anything about Reiki. And so I'm going to share this part because I think it's an invitation for all of us. I wasn't looking for anything, but I had a family member visiting from out of state. It was my father's aunt, and she was a wonderful, wonderful woman. And she came up to visit, and I was living in Idaho at the time, and she was talking all about something called Reiki. This was in 1995. I was in my early 20s, I guess. And because I'm 50, by the way, if in case you ever wondered that, I'm 50 years old. And I was fascinated, but so skeptical about what she was saying about Reiki. I was very analytical in my thinking and, all of that. But I had a curiosity about it. And I told you already, I wanted to know the answers about life, and I had this curiosity. And even though I thought Reiki sounded crazy, ooh, my power just blinked. That was interesting. I'll say it again. Even though I thought Reiki sounded crazy, oh, okay, everything's good. Um, everything, okay, sorry, I've got to focus. Okay, ground myself. Even though I thought Reiki sounded crazy, I was curious. And I allowed my curiosity to guide me. And I allowed my inner knowing to guide me. You cannot go wrong when you listen to that. So often we look outside of ourselves for the answers to things, and that's fine, but let's balance that with that inner knowing. And Reiki can help us. I'm going back to that other question. Reiki can help us know more about ourselves, about our life purpose, and it can also help us to have what we need to fulfill that purpose. Reiki is very much a spiritual practice, a spiritual journey. And when we embrace Reiki in that way, there's really not a boundary as to where we might go with it. Yeah. 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 Let's see. So, somebody else had a question. And I am sorry if I'm skipping around and I miss your question, but maybe there's no accidents, right? So the power blinked. That was because my actual power came back on. And so my generator has shut off. So this has been for over going on 3 full days, so 2.5 days. Yeah, how about that? Okay, so question here I see. It helps if you write question right at the beginning. When you personally use Holy Fire symbol, do you use the other symbols? Also, I feel like sessions feel complete faster. True for you too. Well, okay. So what I'm going to say about that is there are many styles of Reiki, and I don't say one is better than the other. All I can say is Holy Fire is my favorite because it resonates with me. But if a different kind resonates with you, please follow that. It's like ice cream flavors, right? They're not all my favorites. I have my favorites, but ice cream, they're all pretty good. So symbols. Do I use, my intention is that every symbol I've ever been attuned to activates and comes through. Because the symbols are not for me. The symbols are to offer a certain vibration or frequency held within the spectrum of what Reiki energy is. And so the energy is offered for you. And so it is not up to me what frequencies of Reiki energy might help you the most. And I do not make those decisions. I am simply bringing through the energy in the in frequency and in um, quality and quantity. Everything that I possibly can, I am offering to you. Now, that's going to be different for different people. And the real answer to your question is if you're a Reiki practitioner and you use symbols and things like that, use them how it feels in resonance for you. Because when you learn Reiki, your teacher might tell you, "Oh, do this and do that," and that kind of thing. Well, that's fine as a starting point, I would say. But Reiki is a very personal practice, and it is very important, I feel, for you to be in resonance with the practice. For example, if your teacher tells you you need to say a certain prayer at the beginning of every Reiki session, maybe that doesn't sit well with you. Then it would be disingenuous to keep that up. You wouldn't be expressing and connecting with your authenticity and your authentic self to say the words given to you by another that do not resonate with you. So amend, or I should say, take with respect what is taught to you. Perhaps try it so you can experience your own feeling and reaction and resonance or dissonance with it. And then proceed with awareness and intention to engage with your practice in a way that resonates with you. This will serve to have a stronger flow of the energy, less resistance. You'll feel more connected to it, and therefore you will have clients. I just say clients, but anyone that you offer Reiki to, their results will be more in resonance with what they need. Because when you come to your practice with authentic connection, a resonance from the deepest levels of who you are, there is no resistance in the channel that you can be. And so this is what we invite you to do. That's an interesting answer. I hope that was helpful. Okay, I'm going to scroll down here. Let's see. Any other questions that I see really quickly? Oh, okay. A few questions. I don't know. I don't read these ahead of time. Let's see. How does Reiki energy know exactly what needs to be healed? Do you need to recharge after? Oh, wow. Cool. I like these questions. Reiki energy is source energy. Every possibility, everything that is ever known, at least my current level of understanding, is held in the vibration or held in by source, whatever that is. To me, source is the all that is. Um, Anything that we might know, anything we might experience, anything that might be possible, all emanates from source. We are so much more complex. We are so much more, ooh, We are so much more than we can ever even begin to imagine or understand. And I love that. I love not knowing all those answers I wanted to know as a child because everything is in flux, everything is in motion, and that's something to ponder. So, who am I to say what is in your highest good? Even if I have a client on my Reiki table in front of me, which I'm not doing that currently, but even if I do that, who am I to get in the way, to make decisions about what is in that person's highest good? You know? Trust the Reiki. It knows. Trust the Reiki. Let's see. Do you need to recharge? Oh my goodness, no. Woo! I'm feeling awesome. So I hope you're feeling awesome too. Reiki is very special in that it does not drain our energy. We are bringing through source energy um, for either ourselves, if we're doing self treatment, or another person, or another animal, or the earth, or whatever has your heart's attention. And so, anytime I offer Reiki, I feel wonderful after. And sometimes practitioners will say, this we talk about this in my Reiki classes, but I'm going to go ahead and offer it here. I think it is, or I feel it is a good place to offer this. And so sometimes you might hear of, or maybe you're a Reiki practitioner yourself, and or an energy practitioner, and you might offer healing energy and or let's keep it to Reiki. I need to keep it to Reiki for my to make my point. And if you offer Reiki and then you feel drained afterwards, I did make a YouTube video about this too, quite a while ago. But if you offer Reiki and you feel poorly afterward, like you do need to recharge, that is a moment to notice. And it is an invitation to go inward and to ask, to inquire with yourself, what is going on with me? Something that's very common is that we care about the other person or about the animal, and we want to help them. We want them to see or know a result that they are wanting. And so, because we want that, it can create an energetic tether, um, or I guess I could say cord, right, to that outcome, that particular outcome. And so then our personal energy becomes invested or connected to a certain outcome. And what that can allow to have happen is our personal life force energy then gets mixed in with the Reiki energy. And we don't mean to do that, but sometimes it just happens because we might really be caring. Might really want a certain result. And so, if that happens to you, please go within. Please ask yourself, do I have a motivation here? Am I trusting the Reiki energy? Am I really out of the way? And that is what we want to keep in mind. That is our intention. If I have a very bright light behind me and I want that light to reach you, what do I need to do? I need to step aside. I need to let the light engage with you directly without my interference. When Reiki energy meets with you, it knows how to help you. And I do not call myself a healer. That's my own personal choice. And I don't have judgment for people who do use that word to describe themselves. But I must present myself in a way that resonates with me and my own truth and my own authenticity. And so I don't use the word healer for myself because I am not doing the healing. I am simply creating an opportunity for healing to take place when the energy meets with you. And You have a wisdom beyond anything you can imagine. You're so much more than who you know yourself to be. And so when your innate wisdom meets with that Reiki energy and its wisdom, you know what to do. The energy knows what to do. And I'm simply creating an opportunity for you to get together. And because you opt in, so to speak, because you choose to participate, you are giving your consent. You are allowing and you are intending to receive. Reiki always respects free will. People will ask on the channel, well, can I send this energy in this video to my grandson or whatever it may be? Certainly, intend to send it, intend to share it, whatever you want to do. Uh, that's totally fine to do. But again, we don't want to be attached to an outcome or an answer of yes or no, if or I guess we would say yes to receive that energy. Simply offer it, intend that it be offered to them. And if they accept it, great. And if they don't, great. Because Reiki will always respect free will. And we could learn a lot from that. We could learn a lot from accept it, from that concept of respecting people's free will. Uh, it's kind of a reminder, I think. All right. All right. So, oh my goodness, we've been on almost an hour. I'm just going to scroll down here. Oh, I see a question. Let's see. Um, let's see. Whoops. Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong thing on my screen. Hold on. I don't want to leave the site. That wouldn't be good. Okay. Okay, I think I'm still on. Ooh, that was a little spooky. Okay. Do you think a Reiki practitioner has to reach a certain level of healing before they should be providing treatments? No. No, I don't. Oh, was that the sound of feathers being ruffled? I'm sorry. I can only offer you my experience and my, what my current level of understanding is. All people may learn Reiki. All people may practice Reiki. All people love and have the capacity to love. All people have the option to help others. So many of us do want to help others. Let us not put restrictions on that. If you approach a Reiki session from a place of pure compassion, from a place of pure knowingness that it is not you that is involved in the healing process or what shall be offered to that person, what is the harm? In that way, it is an act of love for the other person, that you are present for them and that you are offering your time and your service in the capacity to offer this energy. You are not damaged goods, and you are worthy to help yourself and others as you are guided to do so. There are no hoops you need to jump through, no milestones you need to attain in order to help another with Reiki. Again, this is my perspective and what I teach. If we were to put restrictions on that, that doesn't feel like Reiki to me. Because again, at its very core, Reiki is spiritually guided life force energy. Every person, regardless of age, background, or belief, can learn and can practice. So then who are we to then step in front of that light and say, well, you can offer it to yourself for X number of days, for X number of weeks, for X number of sessions, until you attain this goal or that goal, or I deem you worthy. And then you may offer it to others. Who is the gatekeeper here? Does that idea resonate with you? Or are you a light bringer, a light being, fully capable of following their authentic resonance, their system of guidance within them? The greatest teachers may offer you a framework, may offer you what they practice, what their ideas are. And then they step aside to invite you to follow what resonates with you. This is how we evolve as individuals, but also as a collective, as a global society. Holding ourselves within bounds, within limitations that enough people historically have decided is the law of the land, that does not resonate with me. And so, therefore, that is not how I practice. Allow ourselves to be in the present moment. Allow ourselves to be creative individuals and tune in to the knowing within, the deep knowing, the place that you feel resonance or dissonance, that barometer, that measurement system, and allow that to guide you. Every person ever born is equipped with that. Every person ever born may work with this energy. These are not accidents. Let us not prescribe contrived limitations and rules based on beliefs that simply have been thought enough times to gain traction in the minds of enough people, laying the foundation to wield judgment on people. That doesn't feel like Reiki to me. That would be my answer there. Kind of a long one. Sorry. Let's see. I guess I'll just, I don't know, maybe one more question. Adam, question. Recently received Reiki attunement. I was told my palms would become warm when practicing, but I don't feel warm hands. It feels like I'm holding a biscuit in my palms. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it. Thanks for that cool question. For a long time after I had Reiki 1, I felt nothing. And I'm sure I mentioned this in some videos that I made on the channel, probably in the playlist Reiki Basics or something. And yeah, I felt nothing. My advice, my answer to you, Adam, is that your experience is your experience. And while we can find comfort in hearing from others, we might feel validation. It helps us perhaps boost confidence that, oh, I'm doing it right. If my sensation matches enough people, I'm going to reach a point in my mind where I'm going to feel like, yeah, okay, I'm doing this right, and all of that. At least that's how I was. And what I'll say is, for me, my story is that everybody was saying around me how warm they were. Their bodies warm, not just their hands, but maybe their hands, their bodies. Woo, it's so hot. Oh, the Reiki energy is so warm. I At the beginning I felt really nothing, but then as time went by, I felt cold. I felt very cold. And I felt like something was wrong with me. I'm doing this wrong, well, why doesn't my experience match other people's? And what I'll say is, oh yeah, I did. I did do a video about this because I talk about I went to my teacher at one point when I was frozen like I was sitting in the Arctic and everybody else was on fire. And I asked, what's going on with that? And my teacher said, oh, well, that's the energy. It can be different for different people. And while that was nice in the moment, it really didn't convince me. And so I went home from that training and I went online to a Reiki dictionary online. And this is actually in the video. I remember doing this, but I'm going to see if I can come up with it really quickly in my file cabinet here in my desk. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. So I actually did this, and I think the year was 2006. 2006? I think so. Anyway, I went home and I Googled Reiki. I don't know if you can see that. I Googled Reiki. Now look at this was a Japanese to English dictionary. Look at that. About halfway down. Reiki healing method. And then right underneath, Reiki, cold, chill, cold weather, cold wave, cold air. And it was in that moment I went, oh my gosh, validation. So don't get me wrong. I know it's very helpful to know that what you're doing makes sense and that other people have a shared experience. I totally get it. But I also want to tell you that you're your own person. And sometimes we're going to experience things that don't match other people, but that's okay. So, Adam, what I would say is practice on yourself, which I do want to say, please don't be discouraged, anyone who's doing self Reiki. It often feels like nothing's happening or it's very mild. And I'm not going to get into all of that. Just know it's very, very common, but just trust the Reiki. But what you do is you practice with another person and invite them to give you feedback. That's what made me stick with Reiki, because when I learned it and I could feel nothing, I got feedback that the person was feeling things. That's the only thread that helped keep me interested in Reiki. If I wouldn't have had that feedback, I would have crossed Reiki off of my list and said, yeah, whatever, that's crazy stuff. I was right. But because I had the feedback, I didn't do that and I stuck with it. And over time, your sensations change, your awareness changes, you evolve. The more time you're in the flow of this energy, the more benefit you receive. And that is on all levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. I hope that that's helpful. Yeah. Thank you, Adam. I'm sure you don't have a biscuit, an energetic biscuit in the palms of your hands. All right. Listen, as a reminder, if you're not subscribed or if you are subscribed and you don't get notifications, you do need to opt in for notifications. So please subscribe. I don't do ads here on the channel. And so I don't have a thanks button. I said that at the beginning because I haven't monetized the channel. Thank you for requesting the thanks button. I appreciate that. Links are down below the video in the description. You can find out more about me, about my classes, about the podcast that I mentioned also at the beginning. You can connect with me on social media, things like that. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, oh, and also the Reiki Raise Healing Summit, it's going to be out in November, but you can get early access and it's for free. And you can even get the interview that I provided, all about spiritual practice, and my booklet that I made. That link is down in the description. So sign up for free and get your gifts. What else? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Because you want to subscribe and get notifications, because I'm planning on coming on live more and more. I have a lot of videos on the channel for, Reiki for this, Reiki for that, Reiki for this, Reiki for that. And yes, that's great. However, Reiki does know how to help you. And Reiki will help you for your highest good, even if the video is on a different topic than you think you need. It's okay. All Reiki is wonderful Reiki. And I do have I have dozens of videos. When in doubt and you have a certain issue, do Heal a Block. Other wonderful options are the 12 Reiki Masters video, where 12 of us are offering Reiki. State your intention that you'd like the Reiki to help you with. There's nothing wrong with that. But then allow the Reiki to work with you in the ways that are for your highest good. Other ones, Receive Love Now. That's an hour long, wonderful one. And there are many others. There's a full hour session. Use that inner barometer. Look at the different videos, see what resonates with you. And remember, Reiki can never do harm. It's all good. What else can we even say that about? I don't know. I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. Until next time, and I don't know when that's gonna be. Isn't that exciting? So when I'm missing you and I want to offer you peace, love, compassion, and of course, Reiki, I'll come back on. And I'll give you some notice. I'll schedule the live stream so you have a little bit of notice, but please subscribe and get notifications so you can join me in the future. It's all about community. It's all about joining together, having common vision, common energy, and recognizing the light in others and the light in ourselves. In oneness, we are. Thank you so much for being with me today. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. I'll edit this down, make it a lot shorter maybe, and just isolate the Reiki part probably, and put some music in the background. I don't know if you guys like the music or not in that. I don't know. I should do a poll or something one time, or just chime in. But I'll make the music really low just so that there's a little something there. I don't want it to be distracting. And then I'll publish that in the next 24 hours. And so if you want the shortened version, you can have that. And if you ever want to come back, of course, to the longer one, please do that too. It's been an honor to be being with you today. And I thank you for taking the time out to meet with me and everyone else present. Thanks so much. You take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.